Ten would have been proud.
This is bad, isn't it? To even the odds.
Courtesy of our spies in Omashu.
One created with materials from the spirit world.
Something terrible is about to happen.
Dumb dummy, don't scare me like that.
I'll deal with him. We need to stop Zhao. He's trying to kill the ocean and moon spirits.
We can't let that happen.
Do we even have a machine? Are we just pissing into this bottle?
Welcome back, friends, to the final installment of Netflix's abomination of Avatar, The Last Airbender. We've got a lot of piss to drink in this installment, so let's get right to it. As you probably know, this last episode will cover the entire Siege of the North, which was covered in the last 2 episodes of the original. The total runtime together was about 46 minutes. This episode is about 48 minutes, meaning this version has more than enough time to cover everything the original did. Now with all that said, pour yourself a hard one and leave the bottle, because this may not be the worst episode of the season, but I would say it's the pissiest one of the lot.
You got piss in that canteen?
No, I got Gatorade in that canteen. The other one's got the piss in case things go bad.
Episode 8, Legends. I guess they were saving the pissiest title for last. It tells us nothing, it provides no drama or interest, and in the end, it's absolutely meaningless.
What is that? Is that piss? Is that piss?
We begin the episode in the midst of battle. A Fire Nation ship is under attack by the Aang gang. The battle scene has all of the hallmarks of all the previous action scenes. Claustrophobic, undramatic, and boring.
What else is new?
I don't know who thought adding in Zack Snyder's slow-mo action was a good thing, but they did that too. They eventually disable the ship, and as they are flying away on Appa, they give us a throwaway line stating it was all thanks to Simka's plan.
Get the fuck out of here!
That's right, we get character development of one of our main protagonists by giving us just a throwaway line. That's straight up piss poor writing.
What would you say you do here?
Then the Aang gang flies through some clouds and sees the fleet armada.
Fuck it, look at that.
So fucking funny. You goddamn thing. I got the piss.
Next, we shift to Zuko and Iroh, with Zuko about to disembark his ship to capture the Avatar on his own. For their conversation, Iroh disapproves, but Zuko doesn't care as apparently this is his only option. Of course, we don't know what options he considered because we're shown all of 2 things. Jack and shit, fucking all.
What else is new?
Now I have to introduce a source material for this. Yes, Zuko leaves the ship to capture the Avatar on his own. Yes, it's risky. And yes, we don't know what the plan is. However, Zuko does have a plan, and it is implied that he did think it through.
Do you have a plan?
I'm working on it, Uncle.
But the biggest difference is the way Iroh treats Zuko. He treats Zuko like an adult. He knows what Zuko is dealing with, and he knows he can't change his mind, so he doesn't even try. Back with the Aang gang, Simka tells Pakku and Arnook how much time they have until the Armada reaches them. They say they'll make their stand right here in the tribe, which everybody watching collectively said.
No shit.
Then Pakku thanks them for the intel, and they leave to prepare. We move to Zhao and Iroh, giving us an absolutely picture full of piss exposition. Then Zhao shows Iroh the hot air balloon made by Patel's dad. Then, the Armada begins its bombardment. We see the waterbenders countering the incoming projectiles, and Katara Sue bitches to Pakku that she's there to help, which Pakku gives her the same answer. Then Katara Sue says they need all the help they can get, and we can help, and Pakku says, we? And looks over to his right. Composer? Cue cheesy rising music.
Oh, is that the one about the hookup with dysentery?
I mean, what the fuck are they doing? Just standing around looking like a bunch of fucking zombies? Do some fucking thing. Man the triage stations. Get your hospital wing set up. For fuck's sake, Do something other than just milling around looking like a bunch of fucking sad puppies.
You stupid fucking cunt.
Cocksucker!
The correct music should have been,
Move, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way!
With all joking aside, let's drill down on this point for a moment. In the original, Paku says women are not trained in combat because they are not sent out to fight. This makes sense as women are not trained or required to be soldiers. Why would women be trained in combat if they were never going to be soldiers? That would be a waste of time and effort, right?
Yes.
In this situation, the tribe is under attack. They don't need waterbenders to attack, but more to defend. None of this girl boss shit is source material. Because of it, none of this shit is even mentioned. Are women benders used for defensive purposes? Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it's irrelevant because explicitly displaying girls as girl bosses wasn't a priority nor relevant to the story being told. In this version, there's no reason why Paku can't have the women benders repair the walls as they are damaged. There's no reason why they can't help block incoming projectiles. Although doing these actions does put the women in harm's way, given the forces of the attackers, clearly an exception should be made, right?
Yes.
Nevertheless, the decision shouldn't be Paku's, but Arnuk's, as he is the tribe chief. Why he isn't making the decision, who the fuck knows?
What would you say you do here?
Yet, we have to watch Yagoda prostrate Paku in doing what common sense should have told him fucking hours ago.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Then we shift over to Arnuk with Simka and Aang. They aimlessly fuck around until Yue walks in within attack range.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Arnuk asks her like any normal dad or person asking a non-combatant, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Of course, she and the fuckhead writers want to say, Then she tells him he can't be overprotective of her anymore and she wants to help. Of course, she can help directly by going to the fucking hospital wing and start healing the wounded fuckers who should be pouring in right about now. Instead, she walks into harm's way, exposing herself to becoming a possible victim or casualty, just to bitch at her dad while she was going to do fuck all in the first place.
God damn it!
You little fucking cunt.
Then Arnuk tells Simka to watch over Yue. Of course, this is what happens in the original. But in this version, look at the choices he has. Since he knows Han all too well, he chooses a person that he doesn't know too well, and might be an upgrade.
Ha! Gay!
Back with Katara Sue, we're slammed with a wave of piss as Girl Boss mode is cranked to 11 and on full display. Women waterbenders are erecting ice walls to block incoming projectiles, which is totally fine. The problem is the frequency of the projectiles are spaced out conveniently and target the exact same spot over and over again.
This is some fucked up repugnant shit.
This is due to the limitations of the CGI sets they're using. But rather than compensating for the limitations by implying incoming attacks off-screen, we're only left with the piss-poor and pathetic attacks shown.
Pathetic.
It's a complete crap!
Then some scrub waterbender tells Katara Sue that Paku told him to report to her for orders. Surprised, she ordered the scrub to help out, and he replies by calling her Master Katara Sue.
Hooray! Fucking hell.
We've been gaslighted throughout the entire season. Why would they stop now?
Assholes.
Fast forward, it is now night, and we see Zhao and Iroh in the hot air balloon flying towards the Northern Water Tribe. Obviously, they're trying to gain entry by sneaking in, which is why they waited until it was dark, right? So why the fuck are they constantly heating the air giving away their position? Now is that being too nitpicky? I know they're doing it just to show off the CGI, but I cannot get it out of my head that this is so fucking retarded.
What else is new?
On the balloon, Iroh tells Zhao the waterbenders get their power from the moon, and he should suspend his attack until daybreak. Now what I'm about to say is non-source material, but extremely important to the story.
The other one's got the piss in case things go bad.
Zhao does not heed Iroh's advice and tells him, tonight's moon isn't an ordinary full moon, but rather an ice moon. He goes on to tell Iroh that he's studied up on the phenomenon, and on this night, the barrier between the real world and the spirit world grows thin. Then he shows Iroh the box again that gave him so much joy, and we flash back to him in Roku's temple looking over a bunch of scrolls. Of course, because Zhao is an idiot in this version, he doesn't find anything of value. But a fire stage is there conveniently, and exposits everything to us and Zhao that he needs and gives him Kuruk's knife.
Fucking hell.
What the fuck are we watching? Why the fuck is Zhao rummaging through a bunch of scrolls when the fucking fire sage right next to him knows exactly what he wants?
It's a complete crap.
Where did you learn your trade, you stupid fucking cunt, you idiot?
Then back to the present, Iroh asks if Zhao's gonna fuck with the spirit world. Now, as much as that sounds like a rhetorical question, it's not. Iroh is actually asking Zhao and wanting a response.
Are you fucking retarded? The hell's the matter with you?
Let me bring in the source material here. Zhao doesn't go to Roku's temple, but rather to Wang Shitong's library. It is there he learns of the water and moon spirits, and that they live here in the real world rather than in the spirit world. And of course, he does this all on his own and proactively. Now, copying the source material would make Zhao look like a competent leader, and we already know that isn't allowed here in this version.
God damn it! Motherfucker!
Then we go back to Aang defending the wall when he gets a call from Avatar Asshole. He looks around, and there's his spirit standing there. No meditation, no nothing.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the fuck is going on there?
He tells Aang that he senses his knife is near, and that it was constructed by elements of the spirit world.
I don't care.
He says, if it's here, it can only mean one thing.
Gay!
Who are these sick people?
Then Iroh again asks a rhetorical sounding question. If Zhao is planning on killing the moon and ocean spirits.
You're not very bright, are you?
Zhao says no. Just the moon spirit.
Today, you're wasting my motherfucking time. Don't waste my motherfucking time!
Then Avatar Asshole tells Aang that if he's successful, it'll throw the world out of balance. But then he specifically states that as great as the powers of the Avatar is, it pales in comparison to the power of the elementals. Now, do we even need to watch the rest of the episode? They just told us everything that's going to happen.
Are you fucking joking?
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
Assholes.
Okay, let's pull it back for a moment. Of all the days the Fire Nation decides to attack, they choose the night of the Ice Moon. Being that this day is a rare occurrence, the waterbenders would surely know what day it is and even call this day a holiday, right?
Yes.
And of course, a full moon would give more power to the waterbenders than a new moon, right?
Yes.
And yet, the Fire Nation decides to attack on a night of a full moon rather than a new moon. Isn't it strange that no waterbender questions this decision? Nobody realizes that it isn't strategic to attack a fortified position when the troops are at their strongest? Nobody questions that maybe they're attacking of all nights the night of the Ice Moon as being the reason?
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
Then we shift over to Simka and Yue, who are leading kids to safety. Now, why didn't they do this hours if not days in advance? Who the fuck knows?
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
Instead, they'll enjoy a feast and eat ice cream when they knew their own scouts spotted the Fire Nation already.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
Anyway, as a projectile strikes a nearby building, it causes debris to fall on some kid when Momo, that's right, Momo, an undomesticated squirrel monkey, pushes some stranger kid out of the way.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, Yue was there. She's a waterbender, right? The buildings are made out of ice, right? Because if they're not, then how the fuck did they build them? Ice is made out of water, right? Then why the fuck didn't she bend the ice debris away from the falling kid?
Stupid!
So the question is, are the buildings made from stone? If they are, it makes no sense. If they're made of ice, then Yue not bending them away from the kid makes no sense. Either way, what happened made no sense.
Pathetic.
This is some fucked up repugnant shit.
Then we see Momo crushed.
So fucking funny. You goddamn thing.
I got the piss.
They find out that Momo isn't completely dead.
So happens that your friend here is only mostly dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and all dead.
Then Yue tells Simka that she can help and tells him to follow her, and they enter the sacred grove. And even though Yue told Simka they needed to hurry as Momo was literally fucking dying in his hand, they stop to admire the view and give us an exposition dump.
The waters that feed this grove are heated by the earth.
People are suffering. People are dying.
Hey, shut your fucking mouth.
Then Yue tells Simka to give her the almost dead rodent while she exposits she was brought here when she was a sick kid.
I don't care.
She puts Momo in the water and bends some water onto him, and then he comes back to life and Simka hugs him like a teddy bear.
Aww. You fucking child.
Then they spot Zhao's balloon landing, and Simka and Yue hide in the bushes. So Iroh tells Zhao they don't know what the moon and ocean spirits look like, and they could look like anything. But Zhao threatens Iroh to help him look for it, or else he'll burn the entire grove. We'll come back to this in a moment. We shift back to Aang and Katara Sue in Avatar Asshole's temple. Aang says they know where they need to be, when suddenly Zuko shows up right behind them.
Are you fucking joking?
How convenient.
Zuko demands Aang to come with him, but Aang tells them they have to stop Zhao. Then Katara Sue, and you know what that sound means, tells Aang to go stop Zhao and she'll deal with Zuko.
Fucking hell.
Then of course they have a battle, and for what it's worth, this battle is the best one of the entire show. During the battle, there are moments where Katara Sue could have killed Zuko, but in the end, she does what the show always does. Fuck all.
You're making me mad!
Yes, sir.
Fucking mad!
Yes, sir.
As Aang continues into the grove, Simka grabs him behind the bushes and lets him know Zhao and his party are up ahead. He tells them they have to zap Zhao and that he's intending on killing the spirits, which Yue then exposits that
Kill my people.
obviously we know, and obviously Aang knows, so the fuckhead writers making her say that is fucking stupid.
What else is new?
Then Simka says,
We can't let that happen.
No shit.
I'm glad you're here to tell us these things.
What would you say you do here?
so Zhao approaches the koi pond and sees the koi swimming in a circle and realizes the koi are the spirits. So Iroh tells him if he messes with the spirits, the world will be out of balance, and even Ozai wouldn't want that. Zhao then says Ozai lacks vision, and we learn that Zhao wants to overtake Ozai as the Fire Lord. How would he do this exactly? Who the fuck knows? Him killing the moon spirit would give him cause to be the new Fire Lord, or the power to overthrow Ozai from the throne? How, pray tell?
I don't know.
Then Iroh threatens Zhao if he harms the spirits, he'll kill him. But Zhao takes it as an idle threat. Zhao bags the white koi. How he knew that was the moon spirit? Who the fuck knows? I guess it was a 50-50 guess, and he chose right. But whatever. Then the moon turns red, and of course, when all of this is happening, Aang, Simka, and Yue were doing all the fuck all, just watching him the entire time.
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
But Aang and company finally step out from behind the bushes, and well, they still do fuck all.
Are you fucking joking?
What the fuck is going on there?
Zhao pulls out Kuruk's knife and tells Aang he's too late while he threatens to poke the bag. Aang tells him not to do it and places his glider down on the ground as if it was a weapon. Aang tells him this isn't power, but Zhao says he could wipe out an entire race of benders. So Aang says if he kills the moon spirit, there won't be a world left to rule. So in exchange for letting the moon spirit free, he'll go with Zhao peacefully. This back and forth dialogue is so fucking bad and so fucking drawn out, so let me just cut to the chase. Zhao says no because killing the moon spirit gives him more glory and the avatar doesn't mean shit. Then Zhao points the knife, about to stab the bag, when Iroh shoots a firebolt at Zhao's hand, making him drop the knife and bag. Then as the bag lies on the ground, everyone just stands there holding their dicks for a second, until Aang airbends the bag off the ground and towards him. Now, how he does this, who the fuck knows, but whatever. I won't nitpick that bullshit. As the bag is in the air, Zhao picks up the knife and stabs the bag.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
Then the moon turns from red to black, and the benders realize they can no longer bend water.
So fucking funny.
You goddamn thing. I got the piss.
Finally, one of the Fire Nation ships breaches the walls, and the soldiers begin to disembark. Back with Katara Sue and Zuko, with the moon now gone, Katara Sue can no longer bend. And just when Zuko was about to deliver a kill shot, a projectile hits the room where they are fighting.
Fucking hell.
How convenient.
Then we move to Arnuk, who begins to fight off Fire Nation soldiers with his pike. Now why the Fire Nation soldiers don't just cook his seal-eating ass? Who the fuck knows?
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
When one Water Nation soldier gets a firebolt in the back, Arnuk puts his pike down and the Fire Nation soldiers stop attacking.
What the hell?
What the hell?
This is bullshit.
As Arnold pulls back with the injured soldier, Han tells him he'll cover their retreat as Fire Nation soldiers continue to push through. As they make their last stand, instead of the Fire Nation soldiers just blowtorching them, they attack them hand to hand.
What the hell?
What the fuck is going on there?
Back in the grove, Iroh finally gets pissed off and attacks Zhao and the other soldiers, forcing them all to retreat.
You could have walked him backwards and not fucking blown it, but you blew it.
Now, let me go back to Iroh. All the way back on the balloon, he knew what Zhao's intentions were. He doesn't want the spirits to be harmed in any way, right? So what the hell was he waiting for since he landed the balloon?
You fucking asshole.
If he's strong enough to force Zhao and his entire party to retreat in fear, he could have done all of this before Zhao found the spirits.
You stupid fucking cunt.
Absolute cunt.
And now, let me bring in the source material. They don't arrive via hot air balloon, but the bigger difference is that Iroh does not accompany Zhao's party at all. He comes in on his own and threatens Zhao to let the spirits go. Unlike the Netflix version, Zhao takes the threat seriously and releases Spirit back into the pond, and then changes his mind, killing it to everyone's surprise. Upon that surprise, Iroh immediately attacks Zhao and his soldiers, incapacitating all of them on his own. That's a huge difference from OG Iroh and Netflix Iroh. One has character and the other doesn't.
What the fuck is this?
Back to the present, Yue is stumbling in pain, and she says it's all over. Then Aang has a series of flashbacks with past avatars lecturing him about his duties. Then, like the original, he says it's not over. He steps into the koi pond and merges with the ocean spirit. Now, this is relatively accurate to the source material, but in this version, Aang doesn't merge with the ocean spirit, but rather the other way around. The ocean spirit is merging with Aang, meaning the ocean spirit is the dominant consciousness.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
It's all bullshit. All of it.
Then the ocean spirit grows into a huge water creature, and in some unknown way, it gives off a Godzilla roar.
Fucking hell.
What the fuck is this?
Also, I forgot to mention, when Yue enters the grove, she becomes Miss Exposition.
The waters that feed this grove are heated by the earth. This is where the priests brought me when I was sick.
I don't care.
To the source of all spiritual energy in our land.
Oh, yeah?
He can't. That would mean the end of our people.
Too bad.
There's no hope now.
I guess you're really up shit creek.
Don't do this. You'll be lost forever.
Ah, you breaking my balls here, huh? You breaking my balls.
The ocean spirit. Allowing it to channel its rage through him and access the power of the Avatar.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
As Iroh runs away, he runs into Zuko, and they run away together. Then, as you remember, Katara Sue was in the same room with Zuko when the projectile hit the building. Although she was covered in rubble, Katara Sue stands up with just a little soot on her face and her hair a little unkempt.
Are you fucking joking?
Get the fuck out of here.
No broken bones, no cuts, abrasions, or lacerations. And get this, not even a single fucking rip or tear on her costume.
Get the fuck out of here!
Now some of you are saying, she does have a cut on her forehead, down past her right eye. I admit, it looks like a cut because it's red. However, looking at it closer, that doesn't look like a cut or even an abrasion. It looks more like red dye from an impression pressed on her skin. Look at her eyebrow. If it was cut, there would be a bare spot.
Yes! I am invincible!
Pathetic.
As Iroh and Zuko flee the area, Zuko spots Zhao and goes after him. They have a duel on the bridge, and eventually Zuko knocks him down. Then as Zuko is bitching at Zhao, we get the exposition dump from Zhao. Do you have a notepad handy? Because Zhao's about to exposit an entire list of shit that happened which we never got to see. He says Ozai was never going to take him back, and was only being used as motivation for Azula. He tells him that he was Azula's cat's paw, and she was the one that assigned the Yuyan archers to him, and she was the one that told him that Zuko was the blue spirit. Now, of course, Zhao could be lying to Zuko, but regardless of it being true or a lie, these things being said would piss off anybody in Zuko's shoes, right?
Yeah.
So even after all this shit Zhao just did to him prior to everything he just said, including trying to kill him, Zuko doesn't, that's right, he doesn't kill him.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So what does Zuko do? He turns his back on him and starts walking away.
Leave him.
Which, of course, Zhao attacks him only to be struck by Iroh, who I guess was just spectating all of this time.
Fucking hell.
Then Zhao falls into the canal and he's gone.
Wipe yourself off, man. You dead.
In the source material, Zhao is killed by the ocean spirit, which is much more poetic than this shitty version.
God damn it!
What else is new?
Then we see Godzilla Aang destroying the Fire Nation fleet before moving back to Simka and Yue. Simka says,
There must be something we can do, some way to bring the moon back to life.
Then Yue gives him a kiss and freezes him in place.
You are a worthless piece of shit, pal! Get out of my face!
She tells him that she was touched by the moon spirit and it's time to return it.
Well. Bye.
So she steps in the pond and gives the spirit back to the koi, and Yue disappears quietly and not with a roar, and the moon reappears.
You smell that, Bill? Smells like someone died.
Now just for a moment, Momo was touched by the moon spirit, right? Couldn't they have sacrificed Momo instead? I mean, he is just a flying rodent after all, but whatever. I won't nitpick that stupidity.
Fuck, you know.
Stupid!
Then as Godzilla Aang drives through the Fire Nation fleet, Katara fucking Sue starts calling him, trying to reach his consciousness. Now, I assumed the din of Godzilla Aang would sound like a waterfall pouring down next to you, and yet, with all of that noise, Godzilla Aang hears Katara Sue's voice. And she ain't screaming her lungs out either. She's talking and practically whispering at times as if Aang was 3 feet away in front of her.
Get the fuck out of here.
And it is this, not Yue's sacrifice bringing the moon spirit back to life, that calms the ocean spirit, de-merging the two.
This is bullshit.
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is going on there?
Then we begin our little epilogue phase of the episode. Katara, Sue, and Aang walk through the rubbled Northern Water Tribe. Of course, this is all aftermath of the battle. We never actually saw this much destruction, which never gave us a sense of how bad the battle was actually faring. Then we see dead bodies of Katara Sue's scrub and Han.
Ha! Gay! Now look sad and say do.
Of course, with the sad and somber music, we're supposed to take it that they died a noble and courageous death defending the Northern Water Tribe.
All the guilt. The unbearable guilt.
However, as a leader, Master Katara Sue is responsible for the well-being of everyone under her command. I see it more of a failure of her duties.
As captain, I am responsible for the conduct of the crew under my command.
Absolute cunt.
He wasn't a strong waterbender to begin with, and she knew that. So what the fuck is she putting up with him in the front lines?
Little fucking cunt.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
And as for Han, well.
Ha! Gay!
So in the long run, he wouldn't have provided to the tribe anyway. Now some of you are saying, hey, you're a callous motherfucker, aren't you? Yeah, maybe Katara Sue is at fault, but the scrub still fought and died valiantly for the tribe, and Han might have been a gay boy and wasn't going to have any kids, but he still stood his ground to allow Arnu to evacuate the wounded. That's true. The second part, that is. The point I want to emphasize, why did the firebenders stop bending when the moon spirit was dead? If they all stood their ground getting burnt to a crisp, is that being valiant or being stupid? Remember what Frankenstein said.
Fire back!
And as all those fuckers would be riding in flames, the Fire Nation soldiers would walk right past them and burn their slow-moving evacuees. Thus, their valiant efforts was an act of futility.
Where did you learn your trade, you stupid fucking cunt, you idiot?
Are you fucking retarded? The hell's the matter with you?
And as a scrub, Katara Sue was her leader. Where the fuck was she? She left him to go help Aang. Pray tell, who needs Katara Sue's assistance more? Aang or the scrub?
Don't wait for the translation! Answer me now!
And one more thing. Instead of putting all the women on the front lines, Maybe there should have been more in the hospital wings healing these fuckers. Now, one more thing about this scene. It looks familiar. Very familiar. I just have to say, fuck these uncreative writers. Ripping off scenes from other movies, trying to change what's already in the eyes of everybody a fantastic and well-executed story, and making it their own is just despicable.
Motherfucker! You boogerman! Motherfucker!
Okay, we're almost done, so let's finish this shit up. We go back to the Grove, and Simka, who's done all of two things in this entire episode, jacking shit, fucking all, apologizes to Arnook that he failed.
What would you say you do here?
Then Arnook says, Yue always made her own choices. See that? Even in death, she can still activate girl boss mode through others. He continues and says, that was something you, meaning Simka, or anybody, couldn't have stopped. Can you believe this shit? Now, let me speak for Arnook for a second. On a quiet night, when the moon is full, you can still hear her speaking to you.
Shut up!
So Simka says, Yue sacrificed herself, not for the world, but for him.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Was Simka in danger of dying? Not only is he a simp and a cuck, but he's also a fucking idiot.
What would you say you do here?
You are a worthless piece of shit, pal! Get out of my face!
And then he says one of the most character-developing lines.
I stood on the sidelines while others fought and died, being the warrior I could never be.
Oh! You kicked me right in the pussy!
Now that is a factual statement that I agree with 100%. Now can his character take that to heart and make him become a better person? We'll have to find out. So Arnook consoles Simka, saying he was there for Yue when she was scared. And then he says, and you tell me if this is a compliment or an insult. He says to Simka,
You don't have to be a warrior to be a hero.
I don't know, but I think he just called Simka a pansy-ass bitch. But that's just me.
So fucking funny. You goddamn thing.
I got the piss.
Back with Katara Sue, Paku steps in to talk to her, saying the place is fucked, but they'll pick up the pieces. Then he tells her that water is the element of change and that she reminded him of that, and he thanks her.
Fucking hell.
You see that? When one grows old, one does not become wiser, but rather more stubborn. And it takes a young, insolent, inexperienced, and bitchy girl to show them the way.
Get the fuck out of here!
Then he suggests Katara Sue help him with the new generation of benders. But Katara Sue says he's going to continue his journey with Aang, and he still needs to learn waterbending. And Paku calls Katara Sue a master.
Fucking hell.
Then we see Iroh and Zuko on a two-man canoe. Iroh says the snow monkey would be smart enough to stay out of the battle. Of course, that makes no sense, but since Iroh said it, it has to be true.
Get the fuck out of here.
Then we end the scene with Zuko looking like a defeated bitch.
You are shit! Hit the bricks, pal, and beat it, cause you are going out!
And finally, we go back to Aang.
What have I done?
He's looking over the smoldering northern water tribe while potentially striking a pose. Now, I thought this shit was almost over, yet these fuckheads have crept in all of this bullshit I have to comment on in the last 3 minutes of this episode. So Simka and Katara Sue walk up, and once again, we're forced to revisit Aang blaming himself for failing to be the Avatar. Wait, someone wants to say something.
Don't waste my motherfucking time!
As Aang blames himself, Simka, that's right, Simka says,
There's going to be losses. There's going to be pain.
Now why didn't he say that to Arnook back in the Grove? Is he a changed character now?
What an asshole, man.
Of course, Katara Sue chimes in, and she says, well, who cares what she says exactly? It just sounds like this.
People are so—
Shut the fuck up!
And then Aang says he realizes what Monk Gyatso told him. He said,
let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
What can be, unburdened by what has been.
Cocksucker! Cocksucker! San Francisco!
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
I know this episode's almost over, but fucking now this shit just gets worse and worse as every second ticks by. Anyway, from this grim and somber mood of death and destruction, the dialogue pivots, not a slow and wide turn, but a fucking hard 180 into light and jovial dialogue. Yue, the scrub, Gayo Han, they're all dead. But you know what? Fuck 'em. Let's eat.
So fucking funny.
You goddamn thing.
I got to piss.
Finally, praise be, the last scene. Ozai is in the throne room, not talking to a general, but a fire sage.
What the hell?
What the hell?
The sage tells him they took heavy losses and failed to capture the Northern Water Tribe and the Avatar. But Ozai says it's fine. That was all to plan. The sage asks, then why did they attack? And Ozai says it was a distraction. Then we see some marching boots, and Mumi falls to his knees in chains.
Kill my people.
Ozai speaks, stating that Omashu has finally been conquered. And then we see this. Now, when you saw this, what did you think? Did you think this?
Press? Who's that?
Or this?
Who the fuck is this?
Fat.
Or this?
What's your name, fat body?
Gusting blob.
Or how about this?
Wow, is she fat?
Would you look at those things, window?
Of course, we were all thinking the same thing, right?
Wrong!
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
So fucking funny.
You goddamn thing.
I got to piss.
Then the fire sage tells Ozai it was a brilliant plan. Now let's pull this back. During this war, did waterbenders from the Water Nation help protect Ba Sing Se?
No.
So why the fuck attacking the Northern Water Tribe would aid in attacking Omashu? I mean, look at the fucking map, you dumb shit. The Northern Water Tribe is nowhere near Omashu. Even if Omashu was under siege and asked for help from the Northern Water Tribe, it would take days to give them the message and days for reinforcements to arrive.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
And even if none of this happened and Omashu requested aid, why would the Northern Water Tribe aid Omashu? It's fucking stupid to the point of making Ozai look like a complete fucking retard.
You're not very bright, are you?
Also, the sage informs Ozai that Zuko was in the battle as well, and they suffered heavy losses. Then Ozai picks up a toy ship that's apparently affiliated with the Rebel Alliance, and says if Zuko is strong, he would have survived, and if not, he was weak.
I don't care.
Then we see Chicken Neck Azula reveal herself. Did anybody not recognize the fat body walking up to Boomy?
I do like the ladies, you know. I do like them. I like them.
And finally, we get the post-credits scene. The fire sage tells Ozai that Sozin's comet is returning, and I'm sure Ozai is smart enough to understand the model that's presented to him, and I'm also sure that the audience understands the model that's presented to us. Yet, the fire sage still lights up Sozin's comet as if no one knows what the fuck we're looking at.
What the fuck is this?
Then Ozai asks when the comet's returning, and the sage says, soon.
You're not very bright, are you?
And that ends the final episode of Season 1. About fucking time.
Fucking hell.
Now, I will have a series review episode, so I won't get into any of the closing thoughts until then. And just to let you know, there's still a lot of shit to discuss about this show in general. Sticking to this episode, if you haven't already gleaned what I thought, it fucking sucked hard. It is a horrible retelling of the Siege of the North. Every fucking character is worse in the episode, if that is even possible. Iroh's an idiot. Zhao's an idiot. Zuko's a bitch. Aang is a fucking pawn. And of course, Simka. He does absolutely nothing, making him a hindrance than helpful in any way. Of course, the battle scenes are nothing even close to the original. There's no fancy bending, no Fire Nation tanks, no sense of scope. Everything is always relegated to small little skirmishes, which is due to the limited CGI. Again, I get it that it is a constraint, but it is the director's job to work around these constraints to give us a better sense of the mayhem and destruction that is happening. For now, I'm going to leave it at that. We still have a lot to discuss in the series review. We'll discuss what the show did so bad, what they did right, what they did wrong, what the show could have done to make it better moving forward, updates on Season 2, we'll rank the characters, plus whatever else that comes to mind. And that will do it for this video. Thank you for sticking it out watching all 8 of these videos. I hope to see you back for the series review, so until then.
Well, I think I'll go down the street and get myself some ice cream. This is America, isn't it?
No San Francisco cocksucker.